Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, July 7th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I balance the experience of feeling the feels with the experience of living. Happy 777. Which way am I going to go first? We're going to go into the energy mantra first. So, we have today some interesting energies going on. 777. I'm excited to dig into that. But as I sat down to look at this astro, Sun in Cancer, Moon in Pisces, South Node finishing up in Scorpio, plus some other watery placements going on, I felt the reminder that living, truly living, is embracing the feels. That it's not truly living without it. And so we may be like, oh, I'm feeling so much right now. But it's at the same time like, yes, I'm alive. I'm feeling so much right now. And so that's my energy mantra. Like when you are feeling these things coming through, embrace the aliveness, even in the challenge of it that it brings through. There's a reason for all of our feelings. I always love Rumi's Guest House. Each one has a special message for us, and when we can really embrace it, there is power. So, 777. I love the number 7. In astrology, 7 corresponds with Neptune. And Neptune is the planet of spirituality. So I always connect spirit and 7. So today for 777, we are looking for where spirit is. And as I was sitting thinking about the astro, I was like, where isn't spirit? My friend Nikki would always say, God is in the oxygen. God is in the oxygen. God is in this essential oil. God is in this crystal. God is in this piece of plastic. God is in this heart. God is in these cards. We can get so caught up in the human versus the spirit energy. And I think when we remember that it's one and the same, that you are in a spiritual moment when you're sitting on the toilet, when you're shaking your fist at the universe, when you're stuck in traffic, when you are in love. Now, there's some moments that feel more spiritual, that feel bigger in this energy. But when you can start to recognize God is in the everything, the universe is in the everything, every moment can become like church. Every moment can become spiritual. Every moment can become heaven on earth, which is where I think we're being called to lean into. God is in the oxygen, even in those horrible moments as well. And when you're breathing in that oxygen, in those moments, find God in you, in the moment, in the unfolding. See where you can lean into that trust. So that is my interpretation of 777, is just recognizing even more so God in the video game that Joe is playing over there, right? The creation power in that. Like, wow, right? So it can open your eyes to a whole new layer of God out there and also in here, which is nice with that Neptune retrograde. Thank you, Mahalo, God, for agreeing. So, that being said, all of this being said, I almost wanted to do a PSA today. This South Node Scorpio at 0 degrees for the next little bit is going to hold there till I think it's the 17th that we have it shift into Aries and Libra. But this 0 degree energy, it wants you to face the darkness. It wants you to face the shadows. And it could make you feel really scared. But this energy is not meant to take you out. It is meant to show you those depths. So you know where you need to lean into God, where you need to lean into trust, where you need to trust in the unfolding of the universe, trust in the abundance, trust in the goodness, and all of that. So if you are going through particularly challenging things right now, my friends, many clients that I have, where can you trust in the unfolding rather than being paralyzed and just shook in the fear? Sometimes there's a moment to be in that, and there's no shame in that. But to be able to move yourself through, I think, is really important, to not get too caught up in the story, to go back in some of these astro energies. Now, today, it's just, okay, it's a little gravy, you know? I like that. But we are building to this Mars-Pluto in conjunct on Sunday. So, Saturday, especially as the moon moves into Aries, we may find some spiky energies going through, some reactive, angry, powerless, powerful energies, and yet keep coming back to the yummy heart energy, keep moving from this energy. Mars in Leo helping lead the way, but here comes Venus to do this yod dance next week. Not far behind, not even next week, in just a few days, Venus is going to be doing this yod dance as well. And that's going to pull a whole other set of issues. But if we can learn to move from heart in this, if we can recognize where the ego wants to react and protect in this, you are ahead of the game. Or ahead of the game. Ahead of the game. I keep trying to say ahead of the game, but I keep trying to say, or actually saying ahead of the gang, so I don't know who that gang is. Moon in Pisces connecting to Jupiter and connecting to Uranus. Those are both early and late in the evening, that connection. So you may have some lazy cat moments. Embrace that. Embrace it, where you can connect to God in the lazy cat moment, right? We also have the sun and the moon connecting. Super intuition power. Listen, because you are being guided. What are you being guided? Well, we got some thoughts and emotions. Old ones. Old stories that we're still stuck in. You know, even though we've moved past this Mercury Chiron square, I really do think that these stories is part of this Venus retrograde that we're moving through. So, old emotions that we're clinging to, old thoughts that we're clinging to. And yet, Spirit's like, are you listening? I'm here to guide you, to show you where you can put down your baggage, to see you where you can level up, where you can move closer to the light. So these are beautiful cards. You are being guided. Your intuition is on point. Listen. But watch those old stories, because that's what you're moving on from. So can you untie those, throw those tethers, so that you can expand into this. Expand into this, which is my final little mention about 777. 7 times 3, 777 is 21. And 21 is a 3, and that is a number of expansion, of good things. It's the Trinity. So, I just got something weird in my eye as I said that. Trust in the unfolding. Trust in the unfolding. Trust in the expansion of this. So, that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. I know several of you have emailed me. It was such an intense week. You will be hearing from me possibly tonight. So, that is it for today. The better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.